We got rituals for damn near anything you want to do, and we can give them to you tonight.
Hey. Chris V. Still get it from the intellect reservoir, cosmic surfing. These two sons of God didn't come from virgins. Ether makes up these gods. We rode light angles to the earth plane. Again trapped in skin, but a different name. Monads, been here since Ruth and Moabs. Thought you killed me when Drew and Marcus got toe tagged. That's why I'm here with the Grand Chairman of Fear. Truth make you think critical like Sabir. Doing the God things, I make ancients appear, and all I'm hearing is knocking while I'm watching a seer. Ancient rituals and sound healing notes through Pro Tools. Eye-to-eye transfers knowledge, you need no schools. Waking up the masses, music is class's stage. Most fail cause they look like the flying shades. Following demons possess Kanye's and Lil Wayne's. Expecting a hippie with a cross and a Greek name. Inner melanin cause me D&B, the link up with no cheese. Orisha's in me, I'm not what you don't see. I'm not one of those armchair revolutionaries. Allah is in me, sick and tired of being sick and tired, but that's just where we get our strength, man. The Christ is in me. I'm not a hustler, pimp, gangster, wankster, but trust me, they all in me.
I got it when the moon shifted the tomb in the melanated womb, sipping milk in the honey, doing triple black, boom, touchdown. Traveling on planet Earth where we crush clowns, while I'm managing this curse and preparing the elixir that turns copycats into kitty litter. These poor pussies pretending to be misters. I cannot sin, but I can be very sinister. My limitations are limited as I do a lap around the galaxy. Had to gather light and rally back and fuck the fallacy. And cause of that, I got labeled the antagonist. And it didn't help that I cuss and bun cannabis and bun candles and wear symbols of Orishas. And I put a hex on the heads of 7 preachers with one trailer spit aimed at the pulpit. Cross the crucifix, a whole tabernacle backflip. I'm not Catholic, but if I choose my bare resonance, you may just catch a glimpse of Lucifer's semblance. Up and down Jacob's ladder with my melanin, the vessel of no fear none. You can find the devil in.
God's in me, I say that's so serious. Turn a nigga to a god, show you I'm serious. Got him proclaiming, name changing and facing with no guilt or fear. All these clansmen masons, we stand on squares, circumscribe our own circumference. Goddess Lakshmi bless me with abundance of prosperity. I speak with clarity, not to confuse. Put Moorish in front everything from Christian to Jews. I'm the anchor, so I don't listen to news on some snail type vibrations making me snooze. Calling a Parker to call down our UFO crews. Like Yahweh or Dogon shamans, we call on Ra Amen. For sun ritual, spiritual, I'm physically trapped. Rewind, play back, and get your pioneer tap. Like Gregory Hines, when I'm spitting the rhymes. A&Rs want me to blow, but all rights reserved when we sign. Inner melanin calls me D&B, the link up with no cheese. Orisha's in me, I'm not what you don't see. I'm not one of those armchair revolutionaries. Allah is in me, sick and tired of being sick and tired, but that's just where we get our strength, man. The Christ is in me, I'm not a hustler, pimp, gangster, wankster, but trust me, they all in me.
Alright, so let's pour the libations on the Gumu, Olensu, Shumala, Okija, Chiaja, Cheoa, Alcala, Locayo, Kakongo, La Lila. I need some halala shades. Isa, Manu, Naku, Nana, Inatu, Tupi, Juba, Jova, Egati, Basimbo, Nizala, Isala, Avilu, Pazuzu, Zupa, Numeresh, Alonia, Ayo, Everett, Ragman, Notoyo, Olu,
Hey, what you said? If you should lose, the Sufi mystic T-Pure from the hype Moorish tradition. Perpendicular position, no longer in that mummy state. They lied to us, said we got shipped from miles away. But the old Mac heads look just like me. The flow a gift like patron St. Maurice. That's charitable. These lands inheritable. Reversion of a state inevitable. So stop the street. I'm on a plane out of your reach, and I ain't talking Delta seats. All metaphysics with a well blended civics. We colleagues, not lieutenants. This guy was jealous like Musa Ben said. Drew Ali revelation, new Moors is here. Displaying the art. Khalifa society, matriarch.
Moorish master MC, also a grand sheik, delectable Negro, barbecue when the clan meet. See me in my fairs, won't mistake me for black man or colored. Might assume I'm a Masonic brother. Brown chronic lover, either roll or edible supper. Vibrate at a high rate, turn to a dimension jumper. Hit the soul plane, quick build with the prophet. Get back to the earth plane, dismissed on the docket. Magistrate lane and vomit, janitor bring the comet. No bond paid, temple gets a deposit. Sketch not composite. Left no witness, left blue on the litmus. Get altitude sickness, so high on your head. Whenever I spit this, I'm the type to forget, so you get no forgiveness. Business is strictly like Eric and Parrish. Moreno is my status if you're speaking in Spanish. Ma'am or manish when I draw from the chalice. Looking like the paintings of Arabs. Tiger head rug in the palace, accepting your challenge. Flannel gloves slap since you thought I was average. Carried by 1,000 scarabs over the hot sand. Last name comes from Moors that rule Scots land. Black or Moors you thought Elizabeth got banned. Drew Ali name known again was not planned. Try to call me Indian, no that will not stand. Forget to say the prayer, now I feel I'm in Copland. Forgot the amethyst, start rubbing on stone shaman. Cause a glitch in the matrix, stop feds from charging. Body frozen walking past, the eyes enlarging. With a ray gun like Marvin Martian. That's all folks when we activate carbon. End it all like arson, or your face on a carton.
I'm a Moorish American man, national. 360 degrees is added to my arsenal.
What you say? If you should lose,
The Sufi mystic T-Pour from the hype Moorish tradition. Perpendicular position, no longer in that mummy state. They lied to us, said we got shipped from miles away. But the old Mac heads look just like me. The flow a gift like patron St. Maurice. That's charitable, these lands inheritable. Reversion of a state inevitable. So stop the street, I'm on a plane out of your reach, and I ain't talking Delta seats. All metaphysics with a well blended civics. We colleagues, not lieutenants. This guy was jealous like Musa Ben said. Drew Ali revelation, new Moors is here. Displaying the art. Khalifa society, matriarch.
Moorish master MC, also a grand sheik, delectable Negro, barbecue when the clan meet. See me in my fairs, won't mistake me for black man or colored. Might assume I'm a Masonic brother. Brown chronic lover, either roll or edible supper. Vibrate at a high rate, turn to a dimension jumper. Hit the soul plane, quick build with the prophet. Get back to the earth plane, dismissed on the docket. Magistrate lane and vomit, janitor bring the comet. No bond paid, temple gets a deposit. Sketch not composite. Left no witness, left blue on the litmus. Get altitude sickness, so high on your head. Whenever I spit this, I'm the type to forget, so you get no forgiveness. Business is strictly like Eric and Parrish. Moreno is my status if you're speaking in Spanish. Ma'am or manish when I draw from the chalice. Looking like the paintings of Arabs. Tiger head rug in the palace, accepting your challenge. Flannel gloves slap since you thought I was average. Carried by 1,000 scarabs over the hot sand. Last name comes from Moors that rule Scots land. Black or Moors you thought Elizabeth got banned. Drew Ali name known again was not planned. Try to call me Indian, no that will not stand. Forget to say the prayer, now I feel I'm in Copland. Forgot the amethyst, start rubbing on stone shaman. Cause a glitch in the matrix, stop feds from charging. Body frozen walking past, the eyes enlarging. With a ray gun like Marvin Martian. That's all folks when we activate carbon. End it all like arson, or your face on a carton.
I'm a Moorish American man, national. 360 degrees is added to my arsenal. Like a carpenter, got me building temples, but mentally. Noble Jew, I lead the measure and stick your activities. I came here to predesty, change the negativity. Precisely, my purpose is to uplift humanity. So why you mad at me? Cause you know I'm a Moor. 2,000 years with the prophet like I've been here before. Go ahead and diss the prophet cause you're so immature. When justice come knock at your door, bodies will get the floor. Like a faux puzzle your brain just like a jigsaw. Muti cut the head off and did we play ping pong. Looking through the peephole cause you hear the ding dong. I don't sing songs, I'm the champ with no rings on. Concrete jungle gives a fuck about King Kong. I'm ready to go and when I die I scream out yeehaw like Kid Jaw. Cause my last verse would be Islam. What up more? My higher self is keeping me this calm.
Let me show you how we do stuff around here.
Actually, my department uses Monday.com, so I'm good.
A work management tool? No, that's not.
The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Levitate, this hoverboard rap. Thank me now, you're welcome like a floor mat. Beat my format, tarot deck, I sort that. Pulled the magician, now you see my forecast. Royal Palace in the crystal ball. I'm a fully spitting bullets, that's John Wall. We dialing up classics in this own call. How you bounce back after the fall? That's a question. We building, not finessing. You got complaints or suggestions. Decided law is my reference. Y'all decorate. The essence is my preference. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find the nation. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find a nation. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Step into this ring, the gods of war sing. Drum steady pounding to the bloodstream coursing. Heed their warning just before the sword swings. Move north 4 degrees, avoiding its sting. Listen to their voices, sight unseen. Quiet all the noises, focus on just being. I am one with the breeze that eases through the trees. I am one with the earth underneath your feet. I am water.
The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Levitate, this hoverboard rap. Thank me now, you're welcome like a floor mat. Beat my format, tarot deck, I sort that. Pulled the magician, now you see my forecast. Royal Palace in the crystal ball. I'm a fully spitting bullets, that's John Wall. We dialing up classics in this own call. How you bounce back after the fall? That's a question. We building, not finessing. You got complaints or suggestions. Decided law is my reference. Y'all decorate. The essence is my preference. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find the nation. No hesitation with the demonstration. On my back is where you find a nation. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing.
Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Step into this ring, the gods of war sing. Drum steady pounding to the bloodstream coursing. Heed their warning just before the sword swings. Move north 4 degrees, avoiding its sting. Listen to their voices, sight unseen. Quiet all the noises, focus on just being. I am one with the breeze that eases through the trees. I am one with the earth underneath your feet. I am water walking land in the form of man. The king of Siam, I am that I am. I'm that fire that's burning deep inside your heart. The synchronized senses moving your body parts smoothly with fluidness, highly intuitive. Knew the movements of your fist before you even did. With each step left, right, feeling oddly compelled, because the shadow box with God is the spar with the self.
Shadow box, the shadow box. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman.
Recognize your dark aspects, I don't mean skin tone. Outside truths in the house, demons you bring home. Outside clothes on your bed, sleep with a night hag. Paralysis when you sleep, dreams every night bad. Subconsciously suppressed aspects, acts called jump. About negative behaviors, unravel is done. See the deepest trauma and guilt you push away. Causes depression, addiction, and anger you display. Identity is central to the practice of magic. Witchcraft help you rewrite and conquer your habits. Detrimental to the growth, exploring the shadow self of man. Learn the lesser banished with pentagrams. Get a black candle, a pen or a pin. Scratch shadow emotions and let the healing begin. Light it and meditate, burn it down to the end. It's locked in. This is what we call shadow boxing.
Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft, become a marksman. Shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. You close-minded, then you boxed in. The shadow boxing, the shadow boxing. Perfect your craft.
In the hills of North America, in the person of Master Farad Muhammad in 1930, we believe that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, whom he chose to represent him, is the last messenger of Allah and the greatest of all the messengers of Allah. So great indeed that he is the very right hand of God and the second self in the hills of North America, in the person of Master Farad Muhammad in 1930. We believe that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, whom he chose to represent him, is the last messenger of Allah.
Peace, Moors, Islam. We're here. We're here. We're here. So people been talking crazy. And this is what gets me. This is what gets me. What gets me is how people talk crazy and certain Moors in certain positions, they're not doing anything. They're just letting these people talk. They're just letting them talk, just letting them ramble. Just letting them ramble. Sitting there in their face, lying. And then, I get it. More has a neutral platform, so anybody could go on there. Well, I get it. But there has to be a line drawn with regard to how many bold-faced lies are these people going to be telling to your face that you're going to still sit there listening to these people? You're listening to NOI still? Hold on a second. No. A lot of people don't even know. So we can't even say you forgot. You don't even know. Just put you on game. You're playing damn games. You're playing games. You repping for some NOI? Well, they have a farm and they have a, yeah, all right, cool. We're riding with it. Or they got the farm, and then they got all the stores. And what do the Moors have? The Moors have nothing. But then the NOI has all this stuff. Look at them. How come the Moors can't be like them? Oh yeah? All right. All right. There are 12 major minority organizations, and all are familiar to the 22 million. Dossiers have been compiled on the leaders of the organizations, right? NOI just said their leader guy, Elijah Muhammad, who Moors are going to start talking about, yeah, those are brothers and all that BS. All that BS, right? That placation unity. That placation unity. The material contained in many of the dossiers and our threat to reveal that material has considerably held in check activities of some of the leaders. And then you see they roll down on some of their leaders already. They're already locked up. You worried about Epstein's list? Worry about these conscious whoever's in the community that's been playing you and these Europeans running down on them. Worry about that, because very soon you won't have anybody to go to learn from except the Moors, because all your nigger leaders are going to be either perished. Certain people are already on their way out. You don't really got too much more left other than NOI. And then who's going to be the leader after this guy? Who's going in the seat? Wesley or one of them people? Who you putting in the seat when he's done? Yeah. And then Juali said these old Moors supposed to be seated in the back since the 20s. Old Moors supposed to be seated in the back, playing games. Leaders who do not have such usable material in their dossiers have been approached to take government posts, mostly as ambassadors and primarily in African countries. Why? Because then you get the leader. Who's supposed to be liberating all these people. You get him out the country. And then once you get him out the country, that's pretty much just like assassinating that leader who became an ambassador for some African country. And now they have these people playing ambassador of basketball teams and all that stuff. The same sellout stuff that's going on. Just in different realms. But you're playing games. You're playing Negro black colored games. You don't want to hear what Morris is saying? No problem. You don't have to. The promise of these positions has materially contributed to a temporary slowdown of minority activities. However, we do not expect these slowdowns to be for long duration, because there are always new and dissident elements joining these organizations, which with the potential power to replace the old leaders. All organizations and their leaders are under constant 24-hour surveillance. This is 1960s. Since the 1960s, all minority organizations and their leaders are under constant 24-hour surveillance. You think they're sending their finance to go all the way over there to go fight some BS? Stop it. They could print the stuff anytime they want. Stop it. You've been played, and it's been by your own. These minority organizations under constant 24-hour surveillance are: one, the Black Muslims, first one on the list. Why are they the first ones on the list? Because they're the first ones after Noble Drew Ali. After they assassinated Noble Drew Ali, now they have their branches of what Noble Drew Ali started. They have their branches of what Noble Drew Ali started, and whatever it is that they call themselves today. Their foundation goes back to 1929, not 1930. Because once you go 1929, now you got to bring Drew Ali's name in, because everybody who knows Noble Drew Ali knows he had temples in Detroit. And everybody knows all Nation of Islam did was take down the sign and put up a new sign and start calling Fard Muhammad Prophet, Noble Drew Ali reincarnated. And then they, instead of having their clean fez, they went and put crescent and stars on their fez, when Noble Drew Ali told these Moors don't mark their fez. Drew Ali told them don't mark their fez. Instead of taking off the markings and all that stuff and just go back to being Moors, nah, they sell out, take off fezzes, ban fezzes, tell people they can't wear fezzes because they don't want to be connected to the Moor Science Temple of America. But then Farrakhan's coming up talking about Noble Drew Ali, we love you, our brother, and all this BS, when they're number one on the list of the infiltrated organizations after Noble Drew Ali. Now keep in mind, to get that far, they would have had to obviously have infiltrators in Noble Drew Ali's organization. And if they had infiltrators in Noble Drew Ali's organization, then that would mean that the Black Muslims are second on the list, or the Black Muslims include the Moor Science Temple of America. Because anybody who doesn't know about Moors is always going to assume Moors are Muslim. Assume Moors are Muslim. Always. Right? The Black Muslims that are infiltrated and under 24-hour surveillance are either Moor Science Temple of America and everything after that that's claiming any type of Islamic, Muslim, etc. And the Nation of Islam people who came out of Moor Science Temple of America. And these people are liars. And you can't tell me any different, because I'm not dumb nigger. I study. There are books upon books upon books that told me these people are a fraud. And nobody in the world is really down with them because they have this fake branch of Islam. As if a religion could be a nation. You know, Nation of Islam. Where's the Nation of Islam land at? Don't tell me some land over there that they bought from some modern Europeans, or they bought from U.S. Corps. Because they bought some land from U.S. Corps, That means something? Doesn't mean jack. These people sold out. And the sooner you accept the fact that they sold out, the easier it would be for you to get out all this BS that you find yourself in. That it seems that there's no way out, because since the 60s, these people have been had your stuff infiltrated. That's why there's been no way out. That's why there's been no way out. People are playing you. They know what's up. Think they don't know what's up? Think they don't know? Right? For all of you, FOH from Mr. Rogers. FOH. All you traders, all you sellouts, all you turncoats, all you whoever it is that you are. Whoever it is that you are. And the Moorish Muslims, the Muslims telling you BS about goddamn prophet over there. Prophet over there? You hear these prophet over there people talk about your prophet and honor Noble Drew Ali and all that? No, you don't. They ain't honoring your stuff, but you must honor their stuff, and then you're gonna go honor their stuff when they don't honor yours. Because they honor ours, they realize that Noble Drew Ali is Muhammad come again. So what you doing? What you doing? Drew Ali told these Moors, Chicago is gonna be your Mecca. So if Noble Drew Ali brought a Quran and he said Chicago's going to be in Mecca, and then he was doing everything from Chicago, you think he's really talking about some Quran over there just for your salvation? Then that means you don't have any faith in your prophet. You want somebody else's stuff. You want somebody else's stuff. All the people who claim in Jesus or whatever like that, that's Noble Drew Ali. Where you looking? Where you talking about Jesus? That's Drew Ali. Or all the Buddhist whoever's, or you looking for Buddha? Guess what? That's Drew Ali. Your prophet come again, save you again. And what they do? They honor them? No, they're playing games. Playing religion games. When we keep telling these dumbasses, the Moor Science Temple of America has a national flag, not a religious flag. So FOH, that this is some religious thing. This is not dogma. This is spirituality. This is metaphysics. This is high sciences. This is not that mundane stuff that you think you're just transitioning from praying to whatever to now you're praying to Allah and you're going on as if you're doing something. Right? Drew Ali Americanized the Quran because you're American. You Arabic? You Saudi Arabian or something? You're Moorish American, right? You got your nationality. You have your prophet. Just that they have their nationality, they have their prophet. Their prophet looks like them. Didn't your prophet look like you? Everybody else's prophet looks like theirs. You're the only dumbass out here chasing after all types of other BS when your prophet was walking around in the 1920s. Like he's not the man still. FOH to all you people talking crazy. All of you. FOH to all you people. Honors to the few faithful Moors. The Moors in the handful, honors to you. Honors to the high road Moors. We see the low road Moors. We see them. We see them. We know they're there. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Right, so Moors in America guy, removed from office guy, saying that Moors who deal with sovereignty are playing around with the so-called white boys redemption manual rhetoric. That whole stuff is colored that he just said. Everything is colored that these people say. They have a fez, the tassel's colored. How is that legit? How's that legit? Now you do the stuff right. You go to Larder because they do the stuff right. I'm getting my fez that I know other Moors who are elders and all that stuff been had fezzes before me. This how their fez looks. So we're going with that fez. That is what it is. You want to get some other stuff with stuff looking different and all that stuff? Hey, do your thing. Well, you're not taking you serious. Not taking you serious. Like Moors already went, oh yeah, I want to buy some fezzes, and then go buy the fezzes, and the fezzes are messed up. Fezzes lopsided, stuff all messed up. Like, only people, some modern Europeans doing stuff right. And we get Moors to do stuff right. Gotta go to some Europeans. Every Moor should be able to give their nationality card and get a fez. From Moors, if Moors got it. If Moors got it, they should have went and made the connect so they can get the fez for nothing, because this is our birthright, and all Moors got to do is send a picture of the nationality card, get your fez. That's how the stuff should be running. You buying a fez. They got them by the they got fezes by the truckload. Just like everything else. So what's the issue? Well, you got to pay for it. There's no money. What do you mean pay for it? I thought, why are we going there? That's how the stuff should be running. Nationality card, that's your money. You got to make no money. You got to show your Aboriginal indigenous. Oh, yeah, no problem. You're the Aboriginal land. Oh, sorry for everything that we did in the past or whatever like that. We apologize and all that. And give the Moors back everything that you're supposed to be given to them. Stop playing games. But of course they're going to play games because our people want to play games like these people, these Moors. These Moors, not a single Moorish establishment. What do you mean not a single Moorish establishment? Noble Drew Ali had fisheries and all that stuff. Moors had farm and land in the 1920s. If they weren't traders like Moors in America and other Moors who are in this for their selfish self because they got 5 children and they don't want to go out and get a job like a civilized individual, they want to leech off the Moors to live. They want to tell people $3,000 for a package instead of go out and get a fucking job. Go do something. Live good life so you can inherit something. But nah, you just want to leech off Moors. Just leeching. Just because you're a dumbass, you're not qualified in anything. All you're qualified to do is sit. Like we said, we got championships and all that stuff to show. We're 10 toes down. We're 10 toes down. The few faithful Moors. Everybody else out there is playing games. And it's always been about the few faithful Moors, the Moors on the high road. The silent brotherhood mysteries that only the silent brotherhood know. Because we don't need fame. We'll delete this damn YouTube, shut the temple down, and just go and do nothing. And I wouldn't even care because I got my birthright. I'm not worried about the afterlife and all that stuff. I'm not concerned. I already mastered this plane. I already know what this is about. I'm just doing dead time. And in the dead time is uplifting fallen humanity. There ain't nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. Uplift fallen humanity. That's it. Whoever's fallen, uplift them. That's all. Fallen people all over the place. You pass fallen people every day. All they want is a smile and all that. That's all. Hey, how you doing? You having a good day today? Oh, wow. Nobody's ever asked me to turn to our conversation just because you care. We're Moors for real. Right? I get off the plane and then first time meeting this Moor, just because the Moor, you ain't wearing no fez or nothing like that, but I know only a Moor would be wearing Khalifa Society sweater. Only a Moor would be wearing that. Only somebody who's down with Moors would be wearing that. Oh yeah, that must be the Moor. That must be the Moor right there. Who else is that going to be? Just standing there with a Khalifa Society sweater on. Stop the dumb stuff. Right, the few faithful Moors. Few. So don't get fooled with the masses stuff. Playing you. Don't get fooled with the masses stuff. It's not some masses thing. It's only going to be few that get the work done. Trust me, I've been getting the work done. As Negro, Black, Colored, we were key holders for Marcus Garvey Center. Research Marcus Garvey Center that was out here. That's 2000. 90s. As Negro, Black, African, and all that. Let's start doing this yesterday. Dues been paid. This is just dead time. And the people who I know that's backing me up, the people that I know backing me up, they know exactly what I know and more. And they ain't got any issues. They say, yeah, keep your foot on their neck. Those are the only ones that matter. Ain't nobody else matter. The few. The few who say, yeah, I get it. And they're riding. No questions asked. In case you didn't know, in case you didn't hear or something like that. Right? Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice Tour. April 27th. Springfield. Like we're Moors for real. This is what we grew up on. We grew up on going to lectures. We don't watch stuff online. Just left North Carolina, meeting Moors for the first time. Never met these Moors ever in my life. Never. But because YouTube, they've been watched for 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. These Moors been on YouTube watching. And now they're sitting at the lecture. They don't know what to do with themselves. Just like, what the hell is going on right now? That's he's right there. The guy from the YouTube, the 10 years ago. He's here right now. I'm actually looking at him. I'm not telling you I'm telling you what they're telling me. When we're building, we're not doing law dictionaries and no, we're building about us being Moors. Like, what are you experiencing? And Moors giving up what they're experiencing. That is crazy. And that was the same reaction sitting there at a Taj lecture, at a nature lecture, at a Halim lecture. Like, yo, we were just watching this dude on the DVD for the last 5 years. Like, we actually got his contact and we're having him here. This is crazy. We're bringing it back to that. So the next stop for the tour, Springfield. That's where we're going to be at. And it's really not a game, right? And don't think that there aren't muftis and all that stuff. It's really not a game. We'll get messed up playing games. Because in person, muftis don't get, they just do what they're gonna do. That's on them. And years been lecturing. And every lecture, no issues. Why? Because we don't play games in this. This is real. This is real. For certain people, this is really all they have. They don't got anything else. When they found more science and knew about their nationality and their birthrights, that was it. Anything violating that doesn't stand a chance. Anything. We came, we saw, we shifted the paradigm. Name a stronger starting nine. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait too long. You don't have to wait too long. Because if this is your starting nine, whatever, we're gonna go. We can go to the bench for people. If this is your starting nine, we can go to the bench. This is what I was telling Moors. We're gonna use more Avengers and all them. Paradigm been shifted. With the black dot, paradigm been shifted. Some of you repping for these people before black dot. These people, this is who you're repping for. Rizza Islam, who knows that we're Moors and told that we're Moors and still plays black games and went to court, used Moorish nationality, got off the Medicare charges and all that. The Medicare fraud charges. Got off all them charges, used Moorish nationality. You think they're telling people that that's what it is? And that's how? How come they're not telling people that's what it is? I know he has his paperwork and all that. You think red and blue haven't gone to court and beat these people up and all that? And came out and won? They were a Negro black colored. How are they calling themselves colors still? Is there red and blue El Bay or nothing yet? Red Pill Bay? Nothing? Ben X? Water? Superpower water? You got Space Jam water. These people selling Space Jam water. Some little $90 bottle of water is gonna do something for your consciousness or whatever. Stop the dumb stuff. What you have herbs and all that for? What you have that for? And talking about that some type of commerce or some type of beneficial for our people. How come the conditions still suck? All this stuff these people are doing, conditions still suck. Oh, only for them stuff is good? Only for them because they got their 15-pound chain and all that stuff? Well, they got their 15-pound chain, you're good. They got their Bentley, and they're good. No, I thought you were good. How come you're out here with nothing? How? How are these people working for their selfish self, for their fame and their credibility? But conditions still suck. All these people, not just the conscious whoever's, all the other people too. That all of them could put all their finance together and solve the world's problems tomorrow. But they don't want to do that. They're in this for their selfish self. Ain't no way all these stateless people are shifting no paradigm. Now, if all of them pull out nationality cards and all that stuff, start saying that they're Moors and all this, then why are they calling people black and all that still? Why are they dressing up like Noble Drew Ali, playing games with people? You're gonna eventually want to stop getting played. Eventually. But it's a long shot because our people are asleep. That's why it's about the few faithful. That's why it's about the few faithful.
Despite slavery ending over 150 years ago, they're wrong. Wonder why black people haven't caught up yet despite slavery ending over 150 years ago. They're wrong. It ended Wonder why black people haven't caught up.
Yeah. How come he's quoting black people? You think he doesn't know? Why is he putting black people with quoting quotes? Because he knows it's BS. And not just him. Everybody knows it's BS. But you're gonna be over here listening to the Stateless Nine. You're over here listening to the Stateless Nine about your black people. And then do everything for black people. And everything black people are doing is getting them nowhere. Quick. It's not even slow. It's not even a slow walk. You don't even know what hit you ones. Those are the ones our people are getting. Playing games. Listening to thought leaders. How come your thoughts still suck? And they're supposed to be leading your thought? Why is your thought still in your black people? What the hell is a black American? What's that? All power to the people, but we're black. What, they know black people. Oh, yeah, one of the Moors said it. John Henry Clark told y'all. Told you to your face. Khalid at the meeting of the masters told you to your face. You're still playing games. You could play. But remember the executive order. Remember the executive order. One will take note that all the people mentioned in these government plans, blacks, Indians, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, and poor whites, do not include a de jure national name or title. These words are descriptive.
Yet, despite slavery and
These words are descriptive.
ending over 150 years ago, they're wrong. It ended 80 years ago. When was the last slave freed in America? It wasn't after the Civil War. It was during World War II in September 1942. Our current president, Joe Biden, was born 2 months later. Until he graduated from college, black people had to drink out of a separate water fountain. Segregation didn't end until the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
Which was unconstitutional in the 1800s. So how something didn't end by something that was unconstitutional? That's why the BS continues, because these people keep playing civil rights games with you. But if civil rights is unconstitutional since the 1800s, then your argument of expecting or having civil rights is mute. There's Charlie Chaplin out there miming. You want to know how come nobody's paying attention to your dumb ass?
Jim Crow ended with the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which allowed black people to vote again. But just...
What's the act? What's the act? Hey, what do? I'm an actor. You're an actor? What do you mean actor? Act is not de jure. Act is not law. Act is not law. So ain't no Voting Rights Act or any other act that is supposed to give our people something. It's all a fraud. All people bearing these labels, blacks, Indians, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, poor whites, are referred to as it. One common thread is evident. No nationality equals no rights and no human value. Are any, let's get them on here. Let's get them on here. Are any of the states assigned black leaders speaking of or educating their people in recourse, redress, remedy, or sovereignty? Do they instruct or do they not? That is the question. And then clearly you would see that they do not. Because if they were instructing, like Moors are instructing, then our people would be way farther ahead than they are right now. Because you want to play Negro, black, colored games. Because you want to play games. Because you want to play Negro, black, colored games, no problem. Let's play. And they got you. And they get you every time. If any more want to get on the record, just push the button. And then we're getting out of here. Because, you know, this is because we have the IG, the 30-day IG ban. So this is just the hour slaps. You know, this is just the hour slaps. So if you got something, push the button. And let's see what's going on here. Don't forget, every Wednesday, Canaanland Moors. Canaanland Moors. YouTube. Q&A Wednesday. You could send in your questions to canaanlandguide@gmail.com. canaanlandguide@gmail.com. Honest to all the Moors in the chat. Islam, Brother Bay.
Islam, Brother Cujo. I just want to show my support.
Islam. Peace and love.
Waiting for Moors in America to push the button.
You're getting requests and shit. Getting requests. Getting requests.
Push the button, Moors in America.
Moors getting requests.
I yield the floor.
It's a lot more. Yep. Peace and love to all the Moors. Peace and love to all the Moors. Moors are funny. You're live on Canaanland Moors.
Islam. So yeah, I'm here, bro. You got a lot of stuff to say. That's why I'm here.
I don't got nothing to say to you. Baby is the one who called you up here.
Nah. You got a lot of stuff to say about me. You online, you made a lot of videos. I assume you're gonna make a lot more.
Too, though.
What do you mean a lot of videos? I don't make a lot of videos about you.
You made way more videos than I have about you.
What do you mean? How many videos?
You could go look at my channel. There's one video on there highlighting
for
the stuff you done, and you got several
Look
videos on your channel.
For what? Look at your channel for what? You part and partial. Your status is dead, bro.
Your status is dead, bro. I mean, you just gonna say stuff. I'm just talking about the facts. You got the stuff up. You going on and on about me. And so basically, I'm just here to address the stuff.
You're a fucking idiot. You know that?
Who are you?
What are you?
Who's baby?
Hold on. Let me get these Moors out here because Moors gotta Islam, brother Ray.
Islam, Grand Sheik. Islam, Bay. Islam, Yusuf.
Islam.
Scimitar, Dirty Moor, coward in America. You's a coward, bruh. I smell cowards. I can smell you through the screen. You's a straight up coward. Because I stuck my neck out for you.
How so?
And you did what I thought you was going to do.
And what
coward.
was that? What was that?
I spoke to you more, and I did my due diligence to speak to the Grand Sheik to let him know, like, hey, this Moor want to clear the air. And what you do? You ran faster than Hussein Bolt.
That's not true. And I can prove
it. It is true, because when the Moor, because when the Grand Sheik tried to speak to you, let's talk on the side. Like I was telling you before. Ain't no need to talk on the side.
That's what I said years
ago. What we do is more is we put it out in front. We put it out front. We don't play that talk on the side. The only reason why I took your call is because I said I'm gonna do this in good faith of the Grand Sheik. That's the only reason why I went and took your call, because I said I'm gonna do this and faith for the Grand Sheik and in good favor of the Grand Sheik, because that's my guy, that's my dog, that's my brother. That's, I'm telling you, y'all Moors, y'all dirty Moors, y'all really lucky that we can't come see y'all like we want to come see y'all for real.
You're saying a lot of stuff right now. I listen to you, but bro, now it's not like put it out there out front. That's this new stuff. I'm not.
No. It is put it out there out front, because we ain't got nothing to hide. The prophet told the Moors, I've been took the secrets off the secret society. I been took the covers. Ain't no covers.
About no secret societies. I'm talking about if the man, if there's something that two brothers need to talk about, instead of putting it out on Front Street. That's what new niggas do.
Now put it out on Front Street, because we ain't doing no new nigga shit. We don't do nigga shit over here. We do open over here. We ain't got nothing to hide. We do open over here. No, ain't nothing to hide. You trying to be on some hiding stuff. So therefore, you don't want nobody to see what you really saying or who you really are. So that's why you want to duck off. We don't do no duck off over here.
If you have a conversation with somebody and y'all talking about something, you're supposed to record it and put it out there for everybody. Nah, that's snake.
This is for the Moors. We ain't doing no secret groups. We keep telling you this ain't no secret. This for all of us. This for all of us. You want to speak to Moors, speak to us up front and out white. Don't speak to us on no side cover stuff. And the only reason why I took your call is because the Grand Sheik. I wanted to make sure, because I'm the type of Moor, I want peace amongst Moors. But if you're a dirty Moor, you get the scimitar.
So that's not true then, because I just talked to you for real. Ain't nobody trying to hide or trying to do nothing snake like. I was trying to talk to clear it up, because I ain't trying to do nothing out on Front Street. That's how it seems to be over here. That's how come everybody's all hyped up and trying to hype themselves up for nothing. Just hype it up, just to keep it going, so there is more videos and more hype to talk about. And I was like, look,
it ain't about hyping nothing up. It's about being up front. We don't play that secret backdoor closet stuff.
That's what I was saying, but you ain't trying to hear this, because I'm just being real.
Why do you think you get put out on Front Street?
See, you just
so Moors and know you're a dirty Moor. Why do you think other Moors get put out on Front Street? Why do you think dirty Moors get put out on Front Street? Ain't nobody sending no DMs to other Moors to say, oh, this a dirty Moor, but keep it in the DM or keep it in the messenger. We're going to just keep this amongst us. No, you're a dirty Moor. You're getting put out on Front Street. Plain and simple. You're going to put on the wall.
Just like I said in the video, and like I told you, the only reason any of this stuff got put out on Front Street is because that European dude want to take a screenshot of our sacred temple meeting with people's faces in it and call us dirty Moors. And we ain't never talked. He never talked to me like a man. He just put that out there. And I said, okay, well, let me look and see if you perfect.
Who put you out that you was part and partial? Who put that out?
I don't even know why you saying this is just your words. It ain't true. It ain't true. This is just because you said it. Don't mean it's true. But if you think that you could just scream and be loud and just say a bunch of ignorant stuff and it's true, but it ain't true. It's like we true over here. You saw my son. We for real. My whole family. It ain't no snake shit going on over here. Ain't nobody trying to steal their family into slavery. Y'all just want to hype stuff up and keep ignorant stuff going because y'all entertained by that.
You was part
y'all entertained by the foolishness. That's it.
You didn't put out that you was part and partial.
Don't even let them talk. I'm talking
about you said some dirty stuff years ago.
I was just trying to talk to see if I'm dealing with real men, because I ain't gonna come all disrespectful for no reason. I'm trying to build a nation for real. And if somebody got some issues with how I'm doing things, we could talk. And even if we don't agree, like I ain't never gonna agree with the right to travel, because I'm like, we need to have our own cities, our own towns. We need to have the whole government.
Right there, you sound pussy as hell, bro. Is you stupid? We got liberty. Like, no. Listen, because that's dumb as hell. I'm gonna be disrespectful. That's some dumb shit you just said. We have the right to travel, and you say don't use it. That mean you a pussy. Your belly yellow as hell, bro.
You ain't saying nothing. You just trying to
I'm saying it right. Listen, well, say what you gotta say, and I'm gonna tell you that you're a pussy still. If you talking about you got the right to travel and you ain't gonna take it.
And you like somebody, somebody that you
bro,
a fan
listen,
of.
You sound crazy as hell, bro. That's what I'm saying. You don't even know who you be talking to. Like, you don't know listen, Moor. If you got the right to travel, tell me why you wouldn't use it other than being a pussy. Please tell me that.
I wouldn't use it because it ain't sustainable. You gonna tell your grandma to go out there on right to travel. You gonna tell somebody be on right to travel and stand on that when you with your little
right
children.
to travel is just move around. I didn't move. Listen, you telling it to somebody that move around like that,
you just trying to
bro.
take the easy way out.
How is that the easy way? So you telling me when I go to the airport, you want me to use a license? You want me to use a license when I go to the airport? So no, answer the question. Answer the question.
That's whack.
Okay, answer the question.
Just because you support it,
bro.
I follow the prophet, bro.
Listen,
you don't follow the prophet.
What the prophet ain't gonna take an airplane if he can't? Bro, listen. Answer the fucking question, punk.
You gotta agree with me. If you don't agree with me, you a dirty Moor. That's lame. That's
if
weak.
you can listen,
whatever you want, but you just weak because you ain't being real. You ain't keeping it real. You came out disrespectful.
I'm asking you a real ass question right now because you a bitch. I'm trying to give you a moment.
Bitch. Oh yeah, that make you tough. That ain't a real
bro.
Muslim.
I'm just telling you how it is,
Muslim, bro. That ain't Islamic. You don't stand on the prophet,
bro. You got shit fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Y'all Moors want to try to use the prophet and hide behind all that love and peace shit. Look, man, listen. Again, one more time. Did you
talking about nothing, man? You just trying to overtalk, curse, scream like a monkey.
I just asked you like 50 fucking times, bro. Oh my god, boy.
You on that low down,
boy.
You on that low down.
Hey, listen. Okay. Well, okay. You right. I'm wrong. Let me fix what you said. Okay, now answer me this. So you said. So you saying if I had a right to travel, not to use it. So I'm asking you. So go to the airport and use a driver's license when I can use my nationality card. That's what I'm asking you.
I'm telling you not to stand on
it. No.
If you believe that that's going to
It's
empower,
not no belief. It's not no belief.
Build up the actual city. Build up your actual government.
Bro, do you know how to use a screwdriver?
Say what?
Do you know how to build something?
Man, I don't know everything, but I know.
No, okay. See, right there. That's the point I'm making. So you need to learn something before you do it. How you gonna go build a city and you can't build shit?
Hold up. Ain't nobody building the whole city by themselves.
But you see, the thing he's doing.
If you know how to do contracting, you do the contracting. Somebody
he's
else
running away from his answers and his questions to the right to travel is colored.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I called him what I called him. That's why I'm pissed because you running.
You believe this?
I'm not running. I'm telling you, if that's what
you believe, that's like saying.
But bro, that is a right. That's a liberty.
I have the right. I got the right to protect my children. And he's like, well, if you believe you have the right to protect your children, like, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's what it is.
And that's what we talking about. That's cowardice.
Like you sound crazy.
That's
your opinion. Like that's what I said. Like you sound colored.
I'm gonna say that's your
That's
opinion.
why I said this dude must be retarded. Like what are you talking about? Like you sound special.
You just gotta tell him the whole truth.
You just made something up, man.
Well, if you believe
you throwing stuff in there, that ain't true.
2 plus 2 is 4 is not a belief.
This is the thing, Moor. If we out here exercising freedoms, you telling Moors not to do it. You saying it because, from my opinion and my observation, you're cowardice.
If you believe,
fuck this dude, man.
No, I took him off. I took him off.
Because he was special. He retired. That's why I couldn't even. I'm like, I can't even get mad at him. I'm like, because he's special. I know he had all type of help when he was going.
Come on.
I said, yo, something wrong with that dude. If you believe, and then he getting frustrated because you Moors is killing him. So he's trying to talk over you Moors for giving him the truth. And it works. So he'll try to like just say a bunch of confusion to your question. So where you got to change the way you're presenting it, and then that's what they want. That's what they want, and it's like, no, 2 plus you comprehend what I'm saying. 2 plus 2 is 4. Not, oh well, if you believe, you can't use that, man. That's what they try to do. I'm like, listen to them. Well, if you believe, right, and then
That's what I'm saying. You believe.
If that's gonna help power your nation, what are you talking about? Where did that conversation come from? We're talking about my right to be able to do this, and then you said, well, if you think that's gonna empower your nation, like, what are you talking about?
Hey, brother Yusuf, check this. I was asking them that because, like, when I do fly, they asking me, like, well, why don't we see this more? Like, so basically, like, what they're saying is, if it's more of us doing this, they'd already know. But he telling people, don't go do it. I've had the experience. They told me this. Didn't no other Moor tell me this would happen? Like, I didn't call Cujo. I didn't call none of y'all Moors when it was time to do none of these things. Like, I just did it because I know I can. Did I have a problem? No. So he gonna tell me to do it another way? For what? When this the way to do it. This new business.
So it is. Islam to that. First time I ever flew, I used my nationality card. Every time I ever flew, I use my nationality card. I don't play no games with people, and I get rushed through. I get put in front of people.
Get rushed through. Get rushed through. They opening up lines for the Moors. That's what I'm saying. That's why I called him a pussy, because that yellow belly stuff is why it don't go through for people, because you timid and you scared. So you got to be sure. You have to be. No, it's not gonna work for you if you're not.
So I'm gonna.
How can it?
I'm gonna bring him back on now, and I'm also gonna bring on brother Al Noors in the back too. So I'm just gonna bring him back. Islam, and then let's go for if you have something to say, you got 2 minutes. If you have something to say, you got 2 minutes. So everybody could get their little piece in. But if you talk crazy, we're gonna be taking you off the thing.
Well, I'm done. I said what I had to say. Peace to the Moors, yo.
Islam.
Islam to the Moors. I yield the floor to Grand Chief.
Islam.
But Moors in America, you study law though, so you know belief means something you don't know. But if you know you have the right to travel, or you have liberties in that right, why would you not enforce your rights? Aren't you Aboriginal and Indigenous? Don't you have Indigenous rights to enforce your right to travel?
I never told you
y'all can't
not
hear
to
me?
stand on your right to travel. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yo.
I never told you not to do it. The dude that was speaking, Amir, he said, I said don't do it. Like I never told you not to do it. When we were speaking on the side of the brother WL, I never told you don't do it. When you said that you traveled with your documents, I never said don't do it. I'm just keeping it real. I said we haven't built the infrastructure for a community so it's sustainable for everyone. So it's foul to be out here calling people dirty Moors because they not standing on their right to travel, man. You know that's foul.
No, but that's not what
I'm not telling you don't do it. But you want to simplify it, or do we want to keep it real? Do you want me to be the enemy? Fine, say it. Go do it all day, but it ain't what I said. I ain't call you a coward. I ain't say you ain't real. No, I just said it ain't sustainable. You know it's not.
Okay, what I
Let's
told
build
you.
the community. If you feel like doing that is a part of building the nation, do it. But let's actually build the infrastructure.
Just going outside is your right to travel, bro. And then, like I asked you, can you build anything? Have you put any studies towards learning how to build something? Even when you talk infrastructure, you have to have somebody industrious. What industrious acts are you trying to do? Are you linking with some Moors that have businesses that you can do something? Are you a part of a temple where Moor can use it? That temple that's not incorporated, so you're not tying yourself back to the corpse. Are you doing those things?
Yes, and in real life, I mean, I'm not.
Well, okay. Well, why is GS Way and Canaanland? You got Moors that's on the panel that's in the States, but nobody heard from you until you talk about the brother Latif.
That's like saying
you got all these things going on. No. That's what I'm saying though. But you're supposed to be somebody, like you said. I'm nobody. I'm just a mirror, more. You saying that you more as an American, you got all the info, and like you saying the infrastructure. You at the temple, and I'm asking you, like again, I'm here. I'll travel anywhere to any of these temples, but they all whack as hell, bro. That's why we're here with GS honorary members, because everybody here is on BS, and you know it too. So we vetting you to see if you on the BS.
Okay, so can I talk?
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna sit up here and run through everything I know how to do, but yeah, I'm a real person. Yes, I really work and have skills, and yes, I put my skills to work, not just for myself, for my personal business, for my family, but also for the temple. And we have other members in the temple that have skills that they use in everyday life to take care of their family, but we also work together to generate finances for our own endeavors to build up our community locally. So no, it ain't all talk. No, I don't talk about this stuff online because this stuff ain't for the internet. This is for real people in real life. It's really trying to build, working to build up our community. It ain't a game, you know? And like I said, I ain't here trying to just be the enemy. If you want me to be the enemy, you want to hate, fine, go ahead. But I'm here like as a real person. If it's possible to squash this stuff, fine. If it ain't, man, who cares? I ain't going to keep going back and forth, though. I ain't going to be making no more videos and all that stuff. But I'm just saying,
that's
like,
the point right there. Like long as that's stopping.
Yeah, don't
people
make
who
no
got skills,
long as that's stopping.
Why don't we, you know, link up and you know, if people got directory of what we can do, so that we could just trade with each other.
But that's the point. But even on a link up, like the Moor just said, link up and then say sovereign citizen and all these things. It got to be some common ground. Like even with you're calling the right to travel, you know, a belief.
Now, I ain't never called nobody sovereign citizen.
Okay, well, he just said that. That was just being said. But what I'm saying is, it has to be real common ground. Like when I called you a coward, because bro, that looked like a coward to me because I got confidence. I'm not worried about nothing. I know what the prophet said. Right, I move in that manner. So I'm not gonna let nobody tell me what not to do that I know that works and it works for everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I ain't necessarily the one to go trying to tell some grown man or woman what they supposed to be doing. But I'm just saying, like, you know, at the same time, there's going to be some things we might not agree on because I'm going to be like, that ain't sustainable. I ain't going to be out here telling my bro who got, you know, a wife and 4 children that, yo, you need to be out there standing on your right to travel. I was like, nah, bro, you got
on. I want to speak right now.
I'm just saying, let's
I want to say something right now.
I told you.
How you know something ain't sustainable if you never did it?
I know what's sustainable because not only can you only people who understand the law enough to, if they get accosted by these policy enforcers, that they can make them back down. But if it's like that, then it ain't sustainable because, you know, your child or someone else's child who's
how you know personally, don't speak on others, speak on what you've done. That's personally. What I'm speaking on for how me you know personally that it's not sustainable if you've never done it?
I know personally because I'm the head of the temple in my area.
And I never done it.
Oh, what temple?
Bro, we don't just have
done it. It's like trying to tell somebody how to do brain surgery, and you never did brain surgery.
Bro, you don't know what I've done. I'm answering your question.
If you're not a mechanic, you don't know. You can't tell somebody how to fix a car. If you're not a dentist, you can't tell somebody how to fix teeth.
You a grand sheet?
Bro,
I have a question.
For me, locally, we don't just have we got men, women, and children.
You never done it, but gonna tell somebody else it's not sustainable. You never done it.
Well, you talking like
wasn't America a grand sheet?
He has some principles or something. You ain't got no principles.
You speaking theory, not facts. You got to speak facts, not theory. You speaking theory. That's something you never even tried or try to apply. So how can you say it's not sustainable when you've never tried it? I've been on planes. I did my right to travel. I stood in the pit. Like I said, I was Daniel in the lion's den. And them people kicked me out. They kicked me out. Told me I had to go. You fucking up the church's money, as Bernie Mac said. You never done it, Moor. So don't think that you never done it. I yield the floor.
Yeah, you said you're worrying about right to travel, bro. You can't get from point A to point B if you don't have a right to travel. How are you gonna get stuff done?
Let me ask you this, Moor is in America, Moor. With your temple being, I'm not sure what territory you at. Like north, it sounds like somewhere north, but I don't know. That's what I'm trying to see because again, like Moors like myself, there's not too many temples around. Moors will travel to these temples from time to time and participate in the functions, but there's never none that's solid. So I'm trying to vet the Moor and see what's solid that he doing. Because again, like even the attack that you did with the brother Latif, that was foul as hell. More even when everybody that you brought up having calling him more a white boy and stuff like that, bro. Moors don't even talk like that once you got some sense. And then if anybody know Latif track record, man, that Moor got an impeccable track record honoring our prophet, like way more than the majority of the Moors.
Latif put more work than you Moors in America.
Hold on.
You jealous of him? You jealous
What
of the little
temple is Moors in America the head of? Is that the temple the Grand Sheik showed that was
and why all his temple heads had to step down?
Oh, that temple. I thought that temple didn't exist anymore. That's what we saw.
Yeah, y'all saw from one point of view.
One point of view, I read the words.
Nah, look,
I saw the words.
The website that you saw, which I don't know how much Cujo knows about that, but the website that's ran by Dandrigel and 4 other officers were removed from their positions. He put that up there to try to save face, and he put it up. Go look at the whole website. If you look at that website, the whole grand body's removed. They don't make no sense. That's embarrassing. Who the hell does that? Like, if he had any dignity, he wouldn't do that. The grand body removed him. So he's going to try to say, that's ridiculous.
That's what we're saying.
He gonna do that in retaliation once he's been removed from office. That's silly.
Okay, well, is the temple incorporated? The temple that's in question or that we're talking about?
I don't even shoot. For all I know, Cujo went through the same lineage as us. We threw Brother Bailey L. I don't know.
See, that's my thing with the temples in general is the incorporation because the prophet set it up for us to operate out of it, using it as an embassy and such, and to learn from it and have the schools. But if it's tied in with the corpse like that, that just don't rock. It don't even mix.
Yeah, so we not a 501c3, and the temple obviously ain't supposed to be like that. That's not
either to that website. This is the first time I'm hearing about that disclaimer. There's
I never heard that either.
I'll be right back. To disclaim that website or nothing. Like there's no videos to disclaim that website. Nothing. If there is any videos for that, it came out in the last 3 days. Like I don't want to hear that.
Nah, there's some videos that address that, even though we weren't trying to put everything out publicly. Nah, there's a video that's like at least a year old addressing what all happened and why those officers were removed. And that dude put that stuff up months after the fact. And even in him doing it, it made him look bad. Because if you go back and look to the website, you'll see he got the whole grand body removed. It's ridiculous. It looks stupid. Like, who does that? So
you
it was a full
saying
move.
That part because that's what we're saying.
And that person, they're all Freemasons. Like, they all move weird and funny. We saw that as soon as we joined in. We knew we was going to have our own temple, and eventually we got, our warrant and everything to start our mission and then eventually temple out here. But I'm just saying, like, it was just foul. It was foul.
You got a charter?
It's the stuff that everybody talks about when they talk about how the temples are corrupt and messed up. We witnessed that.
You got a charter?
Your temple got a charter?
Islam.
Who y'all get a charter from?
Bailey L.
Sound mind Bailey L or unsound mind Bailey L?
Yeah, I mean, when we came in 2018, he was still rocking. He was still, on point. He hadn't even stepped down. And like just like that, this is now. Let me say this: the thing you guys talking about this dude
that you're saying that everybody got kicked out of, and you still trying to claim that charter, but it's null and void.
Everybody didn't get kicked out. 4 people in leadership were removed and replaced. Like, no, everybody didn't get kicked out just because that dude put on his website that he removed the whole grand body. He wasn't even in power. He couldn't even do that. He had tried to have a convention and nobody showed up. They removed him from office before that even happened. So everything he's trying to do is out of law. And then for him to put that up publicly, yeah, Yeah, that stuff needs to be handled. Yeah, but you know, like digging and trying to find dirt and going to there, that's like going to the enemy to try to prove this person is dirty. Like they foul. And if anyone, you probably don't even know them because they unheard of. Nobody knows nothing about them. They move all secretive and weird.
So what are you talking about people we don't know for, man?
You asked the question about the temple, and I'm clarifying it. You asked the purpose. I mean, what were you trying to switch stuff around now? And then this brother who just came in, or the dude, the European dude, Latif, he put up posts. I never talked to this dude before. He put up posts talking about our temple. That's the only reason anybody even saw anything about him. He put up posts
to be the grand chief of your temple.
He's talking about we dirty Moors. I never talked to him. He never talked to us. He don't know us. He don't know what we're doing here in our community. He put that stuff up there. That's the only reason anybody even looked to see what you got going on since you tagging me. And it's like, you talking about get at him. It's like, dude, that happened first. You could go look. I ain't say nothing about him. Even the first one that he put up, I ain't say nothing. He put up the second one, and it got pictures of people, real people who are in our temple, and that was foul. And
Who put up the technology post?
That came after he attacked and put up pictures of people who's in our temple talking about they dirty Moors, and nobody had ever said anything to him. Why'd you attack me first, dude? Why'd you attack us and come at our temple when nobody did nothing to you? And you did it twice. The second time, tag again, and I see it like, oh, wow. Okay. What's this about?
You say you support Rod Saudi, right?
I say Ras Adiel is one of the top scholars, more scholars in the nation. Yeah, that's true. He's official as far as the the books that he's put out.
When the incident happened with Ras of the Moors, he said sovereign citizens, bro.
I didn't see that, but I tell you what, if you got any of the literature and books that he's put out some good literature about the history. But that don't mean that anybody is infallible. And what does that have to do? Like just keeping it real, man. I never attacked you. You put up one post calling us, insinuating we did something, and then you put up another one saying we're dirty.
I'm European. I'm telling you right now, Europeans are looking at you, and when they see you don't move in unison, they know you're not on it yet. So when they hear one more, like say a European comes on, right? And they just happen to come on your channel and they don't see another Moor, and they hear you say something like that, like right to travel is trash. That's what you said. Right to travel is trash. Say a Moor gets jammed up and an attorney comes onto a platform and they just happen to come on yours and they see that, they're going to be like, well, that Moor don't agree with this, so they're not in unison. Then they're going to jam that Moor up and railroad them, bro. All I'm saying is don't say the stuff publicly like that. I can tell you case law right now, like Commonwealth versus Copenhagen. It came out like a couple years ago, bro. It's saying that expired registration, expired license is not a suspicion of a crime, bro, because it expires over a passive time in future. It's not a crime. And when Supreme Court case law comes out, it's the interpretation of the Constitution. I see what you're saying, though, like other case law, they'll be in contradiction to themselves, but that just lets you know they're de facto and they're not interpreting the Constitution correct. So it's up to the Moorish Americans because they're the ones that know jurisprudence and law. So if they're making contradictions like that, then step away from them, forget them. I'm not saying if you have an L or a license, you're a punk. I'm not saying that. If you want to move that way, move that way. But when other Moors want to move that way, and they feel, I want to be upright, independent, and fearless. Because you have a license, that don't mean that you're not. You're going to move that way, bro. That's how you move. But other Moors want to move this way. So just don't say it publicly like right to travel is trash. Because I told you, Europeans are watching you. I'm a European, and I'm telling you, bro, when they see you move in unison about something, they're going to fall back and leave you alone. But if they come on your site first and you say it's trash, that prosecutor is going to jam up that more that they got right now. But if they came on and they watched your channel and didn't see none of that, they wouldn't do that, bro. If they see you move in unison, but publicly, man, you're saying it's trash. But listen, Paris the Moor specifically said, nationality card, roll out.
And then immediately after that, you said it was trash, bro. It just, the elders told me you can't be right and wrong at the same time. And he said, nationality card, roll out. And then you was like, it's trash. And then you got to have a license. So it's contradiction right after each other, bro. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Don't say it publicly. What I said was, if a brother's in there drowning, if you're not going to say nothing, then just walk off. But don't throw rocks at him while he's drowning, bro. And that's what you're doing publicly. When you say honors Ras Adiel, and he says sovereign citizens. So if they go on your site and you say honors to Ras Adiel, the prosecutor will be like, all right, I'm gonna go check out Ras Adiel. And then it's gonna say sovereign citizen and all this stuff, man. So then they're like, all right, we're just gonna jam the Moor up and railroad them. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying too. I'm reiterating what the Moor saying, because I deal with the same thing. Like he said, the modern European coming on here and telling you that. That's what modern Europeans are telling me when I'm being active. They're telling me this same thing. Like, oh, if there was more people saying this, or these guys said this. Oh, I seen a nationality card with a barcode on it. Now I gotta explain to them why I don't have a barcode. When they brought out the book, they got a thick book the size of a Black Law Dictionary with all type of nationality cards and de facto cards, and all of them have barcodes, but the one that's issued by Great Seal. But still, again, no issue. But they want to know, well, why do these guys have a barcode and why don't you? When it was all, if it was unison, then boom. Excuse me, Moore. Go ahead.
He's claiming to be a GS, so like you don't get a pass for this because you're supposed to know all this stuff. You can't be claiming to be GS and then you're going against the Constitution, what you were instructed to enforce. You know what I'm saying? And why is Latif, Muslim son, on teaching you as a GS? I'm not saying GS is supposed to know everything, but like the tried, tested, and true Moors, I don't know why you'd be going against that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking good on your part. And if you're still a neophyte on that stuff, I wouldn't try to put an extra title on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You should be trying to learn your El or Bay. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going extra step, like obviously you're incompetent if you don't know.
If anything, employ them more. Ask the brother Latif for assistance, because the more study, and the Prophet also said that they would assist. The more here for assistance.
Yeah,
hey, Sharif.
You wanted European Grand Sheikh, sure.
Sharif, I've had my card taken, and I've had them dismiss it, and then I've had my card taken, and then they railroaded me. I've had them say, just have your insurance, and I don't care. But I've been in other territories where they railroad you, bro. They're contradicting themselves because they're de facto. That's all I'm saying. Look, the Declaration of Human Rights is enshrined within the Constitution. It says you have a right to a nationality. So when you get pulled over, they put you classified as Black. And that's the part that Moors don't agree with. Because again, the Declaration of Human Rights is enshrined within the Constitution. So when they pull you over, they call you Black, bro.
And there's one thing I want to put into perspective. Stop the slander of RV Bay. They don't sell packages. And we're going to stop that slander. Because those are upright, standard Moors, and those are mothers. And we all know, we're Moors, we understand the matriarch.
And too, that's where this come from. Me, I'm a RV baby, however you want to call it. But I know what to do for sure, and I know what not to do for sure. You know what I'm saying? And it came from the mothers. People passionate about the mothers, bro. Like real talk. And that don't need to be, for one, because she a mother, and then for two, she doing the work. It's not like she's the only woman really doing the work. So to slander her, come on, man, that can't go, bro. Like to take the side of a male that halfway knows something before you uplift the mother, that just ain't right. That one got to stop, bro. Like that one has to stop on all angles. Like you kind of said it earlier. Moors need to quit beefing. Well, if anything, Moors need never to talk foul about RV Bay, never, for no reason.
Islam,
I yield on that.
You're right. I apologize if I came off combative at first. I'm not trying to come on here to fight. I'm listening to the panel. And so I'm taking into account everything that's said. Like I don't care if people
Islam
clowning
and
me
that, Moor.
that. I'm just, for real. I'm keeping it
No,
real.
no clown business. Because you check me, and I'm gonna give it where it's at. You said I was cussing you out. I'm calm down. I'm gonna listen to what you got to say because some common ground got to get met, and this is the part of it. We all men. We brothers fight. And if you willing, I'm pretty sure Moore is willing because it got to stop.
Islam
on that.
Islam.
Hey, brother. In regards to the black and the status, Judge Taney is who authorized the Governor Owens of Arkansas to treat them any which way they care to bestow upon them, bro. And when he signed that pamphlet, it was a notice for them to leave, bro. And if they didn't leave, then they would be treated any which way. It's called social absorption. They was socially absorbing him, bro, because they was not honoring their foremothers and forefathers. He signed the pamphlet, and they sent that pamphlet out to give them notice. They had a certain time to leave because they was making it hard for the people that wish to live the life. Judge Taney, have you heard of Judge Taney?
Of course.
Okay, he's the one that gave authorization to Governor Owens to do that. Judge Taney.
Y'all at the same territory, Mark?
No, I'm not near his territory.
Okay. But yeah, that's peace. That's peace. More in America, man. At least some common ground was met. You know what I mean? And in all honesty, you sound like you want to get it, but like again, the slander got to stop. Moore's just not really playing. This group of people that deal with Canaanland Moors, there's some real brothers, and very passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? And it could be some good links, and it could be some people just maybe people just need to go their separate ways and continue to do what they're doing. But at the end of the day, it's supposed to be one message. It's a universal message. We got a universal prophet. That's one band, one sound. You can't sound different. It's just like hitting an off key. Somebody's off, and it sounds like y'all Moors is hitting off keys out here. That's all, and we just not having it. Remember, it was people chasing the prophet around. This new bunch of Moors not having that. They're not having it with the people that's bringing it. That's all.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's how come no matter what, I would never throw some other Moors under the bus. Like, oh yeah, like the brother was saying. I hope you was clowning, talking about I call them folks on everybody. Like, hell nah, But as far as like, if there's any thing philosophically we differ on, that don't have to be put out there. Like, I feel where you're coming from, and I respect it, and I could do that. I can honor that. Like I said, I ain't trying to like keep no corny beef going. It ain't even real. I don't really have a problem with none of you Moors, and but like I hear what you're saying, and I could respect that.
Gratitude.
Islam. Just wanted to make a comment real quick. Peace to all the nobles in attendance and in
Islam,
the chat.
Islam.
Islam.
Moors in America. And now you see how this is a conversation. You see how you came on and you had a conversation.
Islam.
This is the way it should have been done on your chat when you had the live instead of blocking my ass.
Islam. I'm gonna just keep it real, man. It was kind of hard to get in touch with the brothers.
But I have to say this. I did take offense when you insinuated that I was going at a seer. Anybody and everybody that knows me knows that I give the utmost respect to a seer because I studied under him first for the first 5 years of my knowledge. And I always big him up every single chance I get. I'm the one who did the Moor Vengers video. And I big up all the master teachers.
What's up. Yeah, right? See, I was doing a StreamYard. I could see the comments from Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. All I know is like, I'm like, why are you throwing his name up in here? I ain't even, really put that thought into it.
Because I misspoke. I said John Drew was Noble Jolie's pops, but it's his grandpops. He was his grandpops, not his pops. But this is what we learned when I was studying under a seer in his Kitawa Society course. He talked about that. And that's what I commented. And when you saw a seer, you just like, why are you going at a seer? And you blocked me, and I didn't have a chance to answer that. So Now you're learning from Moors how to have a proper conversation.
Islam.
All right. So that's all I want to say. But peace and love to all the nobles. I love this conversation, and this is what it's all about. And Islam
to you, brother.
Islam Latif.
Islam. Hey, bro, he still has to speak with Paris though, and that ain't gonna that conversation ain't probably gonna be like this, brother.
Well, Paris is that more that we say that you walk away from. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, more is gonna be what they're gonna be, man. The prophet ain't said to surprise him if a Moor do right for no reason. So all Moors is charged with that. You got to keep yourself in check, and a lot of Moors ain't doing it, and they leak off to the internet. They leak off in the real world. That's just it. We got to remember who and what we are, man. This mind, man. Mind got to be in the right place. If your mind in the right place, your body can't go there.
Islam, that brother Paris is a good brother. You know, I think.
Always take note, Morris. The Prophet Muhammad Ali said, "Not everyone gonna get this."
Islam, you're right. I was gonna say the brother Paris is a good Moor. I think, you know, just we all need to and I'm speaking to myself too. We need to use those tools of the workshop of the mind, you know, to make sure that we don't get caught up, you know, in whatever's going on or whatever's being said, because it's real easy, especially with the internet and all this stuff, to take things out of context, and then it just blows up when we're supposed to be, you know, strengthening each other and working together. And then we already got all of these other, you know, outside entities, you know, that's trying to trying to rule over us or try to keep us down. So, you know, we really have to tap in and use those tools on an everyday basis, you know. But you know, just talking, you know, actually being able to build with the brothers, you know, I could take the video down. That's nothing. I ain't trying to slander. I ain't trying to, you know, come at nobody. I ain't trying to come at Cujo and keep this stuff going. Man, this stuff's corny. It's corny. I don't want to do it. I ain't trying to come at you either. I even told you that on the side. Like, I wasn't even trying to come at you even when I saw that you was a European. I was like, you put this stuff up, and that really made me go at you.
But I wasn't in error. I wasn't in error with what I was saying though, because I told you about Ross Saudi and all that. The things I did, I was not in error.
But for me, it would have been better if you would have reached out to me instead of just trying to put my temple on blast and act like we good Moors when we real people, real families. It's men, women, and little children. It's even a baby that was born in a temple who has her bae on her name, you know? And like, actually we had two, but one that was just born last year. And it's like, we not playing around. And so like, you know, hell nah, we not dirty. And yeah, that triggered me because I'm seeing the people's faces on it, my wife's face on there. It's like, nah, hell nah. So yeah, I'm gonna go at you. And so like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll take this stuff back. I'll walk it back. But like, can we please like hit each other up on the side? That's why I was saying I ain't trying to be secret. But I ain't gonna put nothing out on blast. I'm gonna try to get at you before I try to go to the internet. Because like, that's what real men do. And that's what Moors need to do. We need to be able to communicate with each other. Because if I'm talking to you man to man, they know hype team. Y'all done been around people be just trying to get a fight going. Yo, that nigga weak. Yo, get him. We don't need that. I'm talking to you face to face or on the phone or whatever, so that we could keep it real and so that we could move, you know, forward, you know, without all that BS. That's all I was trying to say. I ain't trying to keep no secrets. I ain't never been in no Masonic order or any of that mess. Only thing I ever joined was the temple outside of sports team.
Hey, bro.
Like, I ain't with that mess.
Hey, what happened to all the paperwork though when Emiliel transitioned? Like he said he had a whole cabinet full of paperwork. Like what happened to all that? Well, like who to go to?
Man, Billy L got robbed. I'm not gonna say who did it,
man.
But that's another conversation to have offline. That happened way before I met him. Like I think early
Link to me, Moore. We need to get that back. You can get my number.
Well, can you like give it to a Grand Sheik like in a like privately? Because I mean that's
we could talk, or maybe we could meet and we could talk about it. But still, you still gonna have to talk to somebody else that may be actually in the Mecca that could say, yeah, this is who really did it. Because I'm just going off of what I was told, and that ain't good enough, you know.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be transparent, man. No behind closed doors. Everything transparent.
Those type of things need to be in the right hands and get seen by the right eyes, because it's too much that been hidden, and especially if it was an elder around, because I'm just not hearing of this. But if it's an elder around and he had paperwork that could be talking about things other than we know, that need to be relinquished from those hands.
All traitors need to be exposed publicly. Let everybody know what's going on. Nothing should be done behind closed doors. Transparency is a must.
But again, more I'm pretty sure you probably gonna contact GS. I'm Amir Sharif Bill. You can contact me about that part for real.
Yeah, like on the real, if I could build with the brother Cujo just like on the phone, I ain't with no funny business. I'm just trying to talk and squash this stuff, because I definitely ain't gonna be going back and forth on the internet, man. It's corny.
Well, you can judge GS by the more that deal with him. He speak with you.
I get a brother my personal number. Let's talk.
No, that's not an issue. It's just that, with me, it's these things always happen after the fact. So no different than the people who get played and they go spend 5,000. It's after they spend 5,000, then they wanna call me and have 3-hour conversations, when that should have been done from the inception. But yeah, whatever. I mean, these Moors know I'm down for whatever.
Islam, you're right, but I tried to reach out to you, years ago. I left a message and you played that joint on YouTube. I don't even know why, because all I was saying is that, let's talk on the side, let's talk like men. So I'm saying, like, let's talk on the side, let's squash it. I ain't trying to keep this mess going.
Here you go. A year later, you got it. It's all done. That part done. Again, for me, man, I appreciate you staying on and getting to the point where Morris came to some kind of common ground. I appreciate that.
Islam, bro. Right back.
Everything needs to be done publicly, man. Enough behind this closed door stuff. Everybody need to know what's going on to stop the BS. Everybody should be informed. Nobody should be left out the loop.
And I always know, Lord, we part sale, not part and partial, part and part sale. We of this land. And we got to always keep that in mind. The prophet told us, you're from Missouri. Ain't no other place called Missouri other than here.
Keep in mind too that's also a saying, like if I'm from Missouri, you got to show me. You can't tell me.
Yeah, the show me state. I already know more Islam to you.
Islam.
Anybody that's a Moor, everybody know RV Bay publication, online institution for Moors. They've been around the longest. Can't be pointing fingers at RV Bay publication, man. You get your head chopped off.
And it's things. There's heavy guilty by association dealing with, like I know Moors who dealt with Sadiel and they got dealt with foul. Like they got dealt with like super foul. You know what I mean? So once I have those types of conversations with Moors and they show me people as who they are, now anybody else who's affiliated or shouts them out or whatever like that, I'm looking at them funny. And that's just where it went with regard to Moors in America, because there were these nuances that sounded just like the people who, we've been talking negative about RV Bay, saying that Moors who stand up for law are anti-government, and Moors who push right to travel, or they're following some European posse comitatus or whatever, when that's BS. And anybody who's talking like that from our perspective, and I'm talking for the collective of Moors, as soon as they start talking against, you know, things that we're doing as active Moors, or individuals that we hold in some high respectable position, we're looking at them as traitors, because there's no way you should be talking against these people, and no way you should be talking against Moors being active, which is what Juali told Morris to do anyways.
Take a page from RB publications. Everything is public, man. Nothing's done behind closed doors.
And for the record, you know, like you said, you know, all the videos, we'll take down the videos or whatever like that. Anything with mentions in there. Since we had this conversation open to whoever is here to see, you know, this is the court, and we came to some type of, you know, level that we can see each other eye to eye. So honors to you, and you know, we're here, and we'll move on. Taking into consideration, you know, that we're showing it. You know, we're living it right now. So time would only tell what this amounts to. You know, but that guilty by association thing, that's serious business with these kind of Moors, because we've heard it all from everybody. Just like the Moor said, you know, they've been using their nationality card to travel as much as they want and as much as they can. You know, all the traveling that I'm doing, I'm using the straw, because that's old business and there's nothing wrong with it. Reserve my rights on it and keep it moving. You know.
Yeah. And I share one thing with the Moor.
Add on to something. Don't backslide, because there's more, as we've seen that plenty of times where we try to come into unity with other Moors and unity with people, and then they turn around and backslide. They turn around and start talking mess again. Like, if you're gonna keep it 100, keep it 100, and if you're not, then don't. But don't backslide. If you standing up and saying that it's all good, it's all love, then be on that. But if it's not, then just, you know, ain't no sense of trying to, you know, slander more or, you know, talk foul. Just go about your business.
When anybody talk bad about Moorings, you got a problem, man. They've been doing about uplifting humanity ever since I've known about it. Islam. Anybody talk bad about it, they get the head cut off, as far as I'm concerned.
Islam Moors got to get off here.
We didn't have people backslide. We don't have people, you know, I done seen it before with a Grand Sheik, you know, open up, talk to Moors, talk to other people, and then you look up and they got a slander video on him and talking crazy about it, and I'm like, come on, man, that ain't cool. So, and like I said, if you're solid, you 100 about this, then be 100.
I just want to say gratitude to you all, and you too, Grand Sheik, brother Cujo, for giving me a chance to be sincere. And yeah, I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna take the stuff down, man. I don't want to, you know, I ain't trying to, you know, slander you or nothing, man. All right.
No worries, Mark. Yeah, we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Peace, Islam.
Anybody talk bad about Moor vision, man, I got a personal problem with it myself, yo. Those are my birthrights you playing with. I got issues when it comes to playing with my birthrights.
That's, you know, to your point, that's why I was highly annoyed when, you know, when it was insinuated that I was going at a seer. Like that really bugged me, because everybody knows that it's a seer. Like, I credit a seer for changing my life, because he was the one, when I was, before all this knowledge, when I was just searching on the internet, and I came across, I told the story in 2012 when I did the first Moors in Germany video with Cujo. I told it in 2012. I saw a video with a seer saying, if God made first people in his likeness and we're the first people on the planet, what does that say about us? That was, and then he said, if the sun is the giver of life on the planet and it gives us energy and it kills them, what does that say about us? Those two questions right there that a seer just posed, rhetorical questions, made me be like, I need to see what else the guy's talking about. And then I was like, superhero radio. I was listening to all the superhero radios and everything. And I contacted him. And I sent him an email, and he sent me his number right away. He said, give me a call. And then I called him, and I didn't know anything about this Moor stuff. And I asked him about it, and he says, where you at? And I said, I'm in Nuremberg. He said, you're in this area? I said, yeah. He said, the Moorish influence is huge around there. Just walk around the city and see what you find. And I talked about it before. I'm walking to the gym every single day, passing the Moor's pharmacy and not knowing what I'm looking at until a seer tells me about Moor's. And then I'm seeing the Moor's pharmacy, seeing Moor Street, I'm seeing Moor's everything. So I always credit a seer for changing my perspective and changing my vision and changing my life. So when this guy, so when Moor's in America insinuated that highly annoyed me. So just wanted to clear that air. But yeah, so this I love this conversation that was had today. Like this is the way to resolve things. You know what I'm saying? Right. If anything behind closed doors, obviously, but to me, this shows other Moors that conflict resolution is possible amongst Moors that are so-called quote unquote beefing. And at the end of the day,
I agree with you, brother Sheldon. Some things should be done behind closed doors, but traitors need to be exposed.
I agree. No. Yeah, that's something different though. That's something
wrong to that.
That's something different. But I'm just talking about like this type of conflict here. It seemed as though, you know what I mean? It was just more misunderstanding than anything. That's what it seems like. And so the fact that it was handled and other Moors can see how it was handled because, it wasn't that fiery and cussing people out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then like, okay, Cujo kicked him off, but then like I mentioned in the comments, probably better to bring him back on, and he brought back on, and then it was handled properly. You know what I'm saying?
Gratitude to you for that, Moor. In all seriousness, because that did need to happen. That did need to happen.
Yeah, because like, because I actually said like when Cujo kicked him off, I said like by kicking him off, you give him an out. Like if he's wrong about anything, by kicking him off, you giving him an out, and then he can't be quote unquote corrected, or he can't be shown where he made an error. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I appreciate the more, staying there for it. And he stayed there under heavy attack, and then he stayed his peace. That was the best part. And I'm just hoping he stayed true to the slanderous stuff, especially with the mother.
Right. I agree. So
I want to take this time more to put something on the record, and I want to say honors to you, Grand Sheik. And if nobody else tells you, I'm going to tell you every time, you are a master teacher. I know plenty of have learned so much from you. And I'm so grateful that you have allowed me to be an honorary member of the temple. And to you, Brother Latif, thank you so much. Thank you so much for standing up for our prophet. Because as the prophet said, pay attention, because I'm going to make the Europeans tell the truth. And one thing you do is you tell the truth. You bring it, and you don't care of any of the backlash that someone's trying to bring to you. You still stand tall with Moors. You still stand tall with the prophet. So Islam to you, Grand Sheik. Islam to you, Latif. Islam to you, Brother Sheldon. Islam to you, Brother Bay. Islam to you, Brother Amir. Thank you all for teaching me, helping me see the light.
And yo, Brother Latif, you're the first person to tell me that Juali had a temple out here in Germany. I was like, what? How did you find that information out? That's crazy.
You the first person that told me what? I never heard that more.
Remember when?
Because I'm still tripping off of him getting ready to go to Canaanland and then manifesting, and then knowing GS and knowing Morris is in Canaanland. I gotta know about the Germany deal. Because you at Germany, you know what I mean? And you associated with, come on, Moore. You can't make this up. No strings happening. My brother Rennie Vay voice.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Moor. I don't know why
What is
people
it?
don't
Is it or
understand.
is it not, man? Come on, man. When you live it, you can't do nothing but smile, yo.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing but smile.
Islam.
On another note, though, y'all, it can't be any contradiction in a person or individual in language when it comes to more science. It has to be right and exact. Can't be sending the wrong message. People are dying behind it. Real serious.
Wow.
Genocide is a crime against the international community.
Wow,
They're killing
man.
people, man.
Again, brother Latif, thanks for that interjection, man. When you told them more about yourself being a modern European and how modern Europeans view group activity. That's what the Moors is really not getting with all this splintering and fracturing. You know what I mean? If it's really moving in one move, they get out the way, bro. They get out the way and they assist. I'm like a one man movement. Like they probably say, be the only one. Well, when I'm doing things, I'm the only one, and stuff move for me. Like his latent powers, that's what's with you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
I can attest to that, Amir. I can attest to that. I'm a one man movement myself, but hey, I'm moving mountains.
I want to second that with Cujo. Well, you already know, but I'll say it anyways. Like enough respect, because like Cujo, it's I hope more see this whole interaction the way it worked out with Cujo, because Cujo tends to go at people online because, like, quiet as it's kept, he looks at it as a joke more so than anything, in a sense. But then when you come and you talk to him, he's always open for that conversation. And it's almost like like a guard or a fence that's put up to test people to see if they're willing to have that conversation with him. So he's chucking them in the side with a fork, bugging them online if they are willing to bypass that to have the conversation. And Moors in America to bypass that to have the conversation, and look how the conversation went. You know what I'm saying? So
when you put stuff out on a public platform, it's all public. That's a public platform he's operating on. You put it out there so you get a response. What he thought was gonna happen.
So that's just shows the tears, stealing from a seer, but the tears of Cujo's mentality and how he deals with things. And if Moors would comprehend that, they would understand that at the end of it, it's a conversation that you could have with him that's sincere, and it'll always lead to something positive as long as you are sincere. And just a prime example of that right here for other Moors to see.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to big you up, Cujo.
Just a lot more. Give thanks to all you Moors. Keeping me in line, because one of the things that makes it easy. One of the things that makes it easy is that it's not just me thinking like this. There's many Moors who think how I think. You know what I mean? So it's only going to move in one direction, and it always does. It hasn't failed yet. Anytime we do stuff like this with people, it always happens like this. They have to stop doing whatever it is that they're doing, or they man up. and admit their stuff, and just like the how much ever Moors, 2 years after they got cussed out, realized that I was right the whole time.
Yeah.
From wanting to murder me and all types of madness.
Islam.
Crazy. And then the other part too is in having stuff like this and more seeing that these are Moors that that have met. These are Moors that have dialogued on the phone. These are Moors that do business together. They got issues. They talk with one another. Like, this is not some online thing. We really build as Moors. We really build. And again, going back to that thing of, this shows that, there is Moorish unity. Moors don't have to have issues. I mean? Moors don't have to have issues. Like, we could handle our shit if we really want to. Peace, state of mind.
Peace. Peace, state of mind.
You see him on there, but
Peace, Moore. He probably having that backstage issue. It'd be kind of weird trying to swap it over.
Yeah, or the delay or something.
Uh-huh.
Rich state of mind. We're not hearing you.
But yo, I'm about to get off now. It's
yeah, more. It's
2 in the morning.
Islam,
10 after 2 in the
Islam.
morning. So bedtime.
Yeah.
Hey, let more Sheldon in the future.
Islam.
3,000 more.
Islam, brother Amir.
All right, peace, word.
Tell that more Islam when you see him.
Islam.
I'm gonna see him tonight.
What's that?
But I just want you Moors to know we family, and if you fight one of us, you fight all of us.
Hey, hey, I'm at the forefront, man. Come on, you gotta keep it united front, Morris.
And understand this, brother Latif, you family.
You
they
family.
fight you, we fight them.
Islam.
All day.
Islam. Peace, Moors. Love y'all.
Peace, Moor.
Peace.
I say keep putting it online, yo, so you reach a larger group of people.
Yep, for sure.
Islam.
Islam, boy, we can hear you now.
What up? What up? My bad, man. I was backing up the truck to my trailer, so I couldn't say nothing at the time. Yeah, Islam Moors, man, brother. Grand Sheik Cujo, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I never seen, and I'm just speaking my testimony, I'm not trying to step on nobody else's feet, but from what I seen, I've heard when I first heard of you, it was through RV Bay, you know what I'm saying, through the mothers, and because of them, I got introduced to a Grand Sheik that stood on business, man. Like the Moorish movement needed that fire, you know what I'm saying, needed somebody that was gonna stand up and hold that shield against all attacks, you know what I'm saying, like, and the way you do it in the public forum, it shows other Moors like, don't be afraid to be who you are in front of the world, because it's a lot of Moors. They come to this information, they're afraid to display who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like they do things in secret because they're not sure, or it's not, concrete in the mind and the heart. So I respect everything you do for the Moorish movement, and I love the fact you do everything with tough love when it needs to be, because it's too many Moors out here who are in the shadows and they're on the fence of things because they're not sure of who they are or how to portray it in society, like in the public. Because you could be who you are in the dark, but it matters to display it to the world, because without that, then how could you say you are who you say you are? Like when you put the world, when you put your nationality on display for the world to see, then it shows another side of who you are. Like you don't have to hide. You're not black. You're not a African American. You're not Indian. You're a Moor. So don't be afraid to wear your garb. Don't be afraid to stand on business for your nationality. And that's what I think you represent for the Moorish movement. You show Moors how to stand on business without being cowards. And I respect you for that.
Heaven Gate Guardian. Heaven Gate Guardian.
Islam, more give thanks.
Islam.
Who's that? Islam. Yeah, the link is there. If anybody else wants to get on here, we got a couple minutes left before we get out of here.
Islam.
Peace, Latif.
You know, there's beating hearts, but there's a beating heart behind Canaanland. There's a beating heart behind like a Mexican almanac. There's people behind this, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to unfold into perfection. Like Mother Anaida and Mother Roz, you know, there's a beating heart behind RV Bay. Like people say something about RV Bay, but they're just thinking about the name or, you know, the logo, but there's beating heart behind that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's people behind that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you forget, but I feel it wasn't stressed enough, like the paramount importance, like in regards to Mother Anaida and Mother Roz, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's like how people, I'm not talking about idol worship, but, you know, to me, you know, I'm an orphan. Like those was my mothers, man. And I listen to them every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I speak how I speak spiritually, I have to speak like, can you hear me? Like spiritually, when I speak, I make it to where it's like they're standing in front of me, so I don't make an error because I know how. Because I know how it is when Moors go in front of them and they make an error, and she has to slap their hand with the ruler. So every time I speak, spiritually or unconsciously, I've had it in my head all these years that they're standing in the room and I better not make an error because, you know, Mother's going to scold me. That's why I speak in an intelligent tone the way I do, because of Mother Anaida and Mother Roz. And do you know, like her son, the intelligent tone that comes out of that man, woo. But I just wanted to keep that. I'll keep it short, but, you know, paramount importance to Mother Roz and Mother Anaida. Like, don't just think of the logo RV Bay. Like, the beating hearts behind that man, that's Mother Mary or Mother Bay, Mother L. They, you know, they should make a statue, but then people would start worshiping it because they're the most potent mothers that I've ever seen. My own mother didn't save me the way they did. My mother told me knowledge, you know, like what you would call a witch or a wise woman. My blood mother wore a witch hat, like not just on Halloween. Like she told me knowledge, but she couldn't save my spirit the way Mother Anaida did or Mother Roz did. And I yield the floor.
Islam. I know. That's why you ride with Latif, yo. That's why. Because we know that it's bigger than you know, skin
Him
color.
being a European, yeah, that's some BS, bro.
Yeah,
I don't even listen, man. When I hear him speak, I don't even see a European, yo. I only hear a European. I hear the truth, bro.
Yep.
Man, I just want to say thank you also, Brother Latif, man. Appreciate it, soldier.
You know, and it might feel like you know, you're not getting the views, and you know, Moors need to get on this, blacks need to get on this, whoever needs to listen and whatever like that. The faithful few got you. Just know that. Just know that. The faithful few that I know ride with a Maxim Almanac, ride with Latif 100. The faithful few that I know, you know, that I know personally. So the work is you know, just like all the modern Europeans before you, you know, that were speaking up about this and putting this on Front Street, the importance of of the Moorish paradigm. So for real, you know, honors for standing up for truth. Honors for standing up for truth. Because if we had, just like we say with the Moorish paradigm, you know, if there were more people in the world that looked at this the way you look at it, the world would be a better place. If people looked at the Moorish paradigm the way Latif look at the Moorish paradigm. You know, when I talk about Moors, talk about everybody else out there, foreign sympathizers. They looked at it like this and gave it the honors that it deserves. You know, like all these other modern Europeans before. The Peter Moons, the Michelle Gibsons. You know, even our brother Iz put up Karen Hudas the other day, talking about the Moorish Empire. You know, the Rick Smiths. You know, the Frank Josephs. Those ones that just, you know, the William Coopers. James Trafficant Juniors. All of them speaking up. Peace, Brother B. You got any closing remarks?
No doubt, man. Especially when our culture operated planet. Go back over 3.8 billion years ago. 3.8 billion years ago. I mean, the source. How you gonna ignore the source? It's sad that people won't publicly give it the respect it deserves. They'd rather do it behind closed doors. It's sad. If it wasn't for our culture, if it wasn't for the Asiatic woman, there would be no other individual on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Not even me.
And that's the truth.
They can't give honor to that openly. That's sad. But just want to thank Divine Law, Asiatic Woman, and Prophet Noble Joe Ali for keeping it 100. Just want to thank Prophet Joe Ali, man, for reconnecting me to everything. Islam. Thank you also, Brother Cujo.
Peace, more.
Holding us all down, man. I enjoy these public announcements. I enjoy them, yo.
Yeah, well, for the next month we'll be here because we're banned on IG for 30 days right now. So so we'll be here. You know, stay tuned. Stay tuned for the pop-up. Stay tuned for the pop-ups.
All right,
Islam. YouTube. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Give thanks for the unity session today. Proving it once again, you know, for all the doubters and the naysayers that Moors could work their shit out if they want to. The honors to all the Moors that gave their peace today, invented. Honors to all the mothers worldwide. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And supreme honors to Allah, the great God of the universe. Peace and love to all the Moors. Islam.
Islam.